How's everyone doing today? Put your hands together. We're excited what's going to happen right now with our team. We have a speaker that's getting ready to come over. We've known her ever since she got in. This is actually a true blessing for me. I remember when she first got, when she was thinking about coming in. Okay, and she was looking at me, she was like, no, I'm stoked. And for me to see where she's going now and the potential, she's a diamond already. So I just want to get you guys to just stand on your feet, everybody on your feet, on your feet, on your feet. Put your hands together for the special speaker of the night, Galan.
Thank you, Bernie. How's everybody doing?
Yeah. Poderoso.
That's good.
Wonderful. Powerful.
I'm going to explain a beautiful opportunity that will be presented to you right now. This is something very unique to many of the other things that you've ever done. For example, Ken, what time did you wake up in the morning today?
5:05.
Oh my goodness. Did you make that decision on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, why did you wake up at 5 o'clock this morning?
Well, for this morning, I have a prayer meeting that I go to.
A prayer meeting. And after that?
Then after that, I have some doctor's appointments to take care of.
Doctor's appointment. Did you get to choose all of that on your own? Did you have the free time to make those decisions?
Yes.
Good. Not everyone has the luxury to choose what time they wake up in the morning, what time they woke up yesterday, what time they're going to wake up tomorrow. What I'm going to present to you right now is an opportunity that will give you the opportunity to do that, to have the choice of what time you wake up, how much time you spend with your family, how much time you spend with your friends, how much you spend on your personal development, right? Because that's what this is about. I'm not presenting to you just a business opportunity. This includes something that will change your life, a lifestyle just like any other diet or exercise regimen, just like any other serious internal growth process. This is what this plan is. And it's a plan for a bright future. Some of you might not be able to see it through the video, but that's what this slide is about, and that's what this presentation is going to be about. So I'm going to start moving into it, and certainly, if you have any questions, I highly recommend anyone who sent you this video to please ask them, because they'll be able to answer them for you. I'm going to talk to you about network marketing. It's a $29.6 billion industry. Now, if I could have 0.55555% of that, I'd be a very happy woman. Unfortunately, right now, we're all in the process of getting into that, and this is an opportunity that might let you sort of break into this $29.6 billion industry. You know, that's 29.6 million, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of money. So let's move on in. An increase in revenue of 17% in the last 10 years. Is someone here about a recession? I'm sorry. I'm not sure, you know, with all of the news that goes on and all the lack of opportunity, this is something where after watching this video, you cannot say that you didn't have an opportunity to move forward beyond anything that had to do with recession. It's more than, this particular industry has more than 15 million business owners. These are independent human beings who have gone out into the world and have given others an opportunity to grow, to develop their own life, to develop their own business practices so that they can spend that time with their family, they can spend that time with their friends. And this is how they did it. Using household products, which make up about 25.4%, health products, and beauty products. Now these are all numbers. These are all things that you're going to use in your home, you've been using, you continue to be using. That's what this is about. Doing something that you've been doing your whole life, something you're going to continue doing your whole life, and you just have to change your habits and make it happen so that you're the one getting $29.6 billion in this industry. The company specifically that I'm going to talk to you about is called Amway. It's number one in sales for health and beauty. and it's a leading brand in household products with over 50 years in the industry and available in over 80 countries. Now, I looked back to look at this slide, but let me tell you that of those 80 countries plus, it has not left one country. How does that move you in any way? Woo! The fact that this company's been around for older than me, twice over, older than most of the people in this room, older than I think all of you actually. And for that company to have made it this far, and not only that, but to be #1 in health and beauty, and to not have left a country that it's gone into, I'm sorry, this company doesn't necessarily understand the phrase recession. Interesting, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
let's figure out a little bit about how you can make that money. So there are 3 ways to generate money in this business. Now this is an oversimplified version, and again, get with the person who sent you this video so that they can go into detail. But I'm going to show you the 3 ways that you're going to make money in this business. The first one is consumption. Now you use shampoo, deodorant, mayo, spaghetti, a cell phone, right? These are all things that you've been using, you'll continue to use. I'm sure that you bought those sneakers at Models or even Dick's Sporting Goods. You told your friend where you bought those shoes from. Did Dick's give you a check for referring them?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why is that? That's weird. I'm sorry. I work for a company that pays me when I refer to someone. Interesting. So that's one way that you make money, is by you consuming and you referring. And I'll get a little bit into referral in a minute. Retail selling. This is a really important one. This company has nothing to do with selling. I want to tell you I've worked in sales for a very long time, and it's got about, 100% of the things that you'll be doing, 10% of that is selling. And that has to do with how much effort that you put in, but you do not have to sell to get to where you want to go. This is an investment, and this is a lifestyle change, and this is something that's going to make you better and has very little to do with selling. But I'll move on. It is still a way that you can make a lot of money in this business, especially initially, and I'll get into that in a minute. The last part is network development, and that has to do with the referrals. You're going to continue consuming. You've been consuming your whole life. You consumed today, you consumed yesterday, you're going to consume tomorrow. But what if you bought that from your own store? What if you got to go directly to the manufacturer and say, listen, Coca-Cola, I know that it only costs you 30 cents to make that can of soda. Why am I buying that for $1.50? What's really good with that? So what Coca-Cola does is they say, you know what, we spent all of these dollars on advertising and marketing. Fine, Karen, we'll give it to you for 30 cents, but you've got to go out and you've got to refer this can to all of your friends. And we'll pay you for drinking that can of soda yourself and for referring other people to drink that can of soda. And that's how this company works. We have 3 different lines that we sell the most of. And by sell I mean consume, because again, the lines are a little bit blurred. You do not have to sell to be a part of this business. The first one is artistry. These are beauty products. I want you to go onto the street and tell me of a woman that you know who has not used a beauty product today. What if the money that she used for the beauty product she's wearing, whether it's the lotion or the hair conditioner or the makeup, was going in your pocket? You'd look at her a little bit differently. You'd
Very
see
much
green
so.
in your eyes, right?
Yes. And tears.
And tears. Because that money's not yours yet. You didn't register yet, did you? That's what I'm talking about. So here, Nutrilite. It's a line of vitamins and supplements. We're the only vitamin manufacturer in the world who has their own organic farms, who processes their own vitamins. And I actually, as an aside note, I want you to take whatever multivitamin you got, probably Centrum, crush it at home, put it in some warm water, call me so I can send you one of these, because I'm so excited about it, and you'll see the difference between just the way that they smell. Ours smell like fruits and vegetables and the things that should be in your fridge, but unfortunately get picked out from the supermarket so soon that what you're eating isn't exactly what you should be eating. And that's something, again, that you learn in this business is how to be a healthier person, how to live a better life. And I'll sort of come back to all of this in a minute. The last part is legacy of clean. Many of you are home using products with Clorox in them, with phosphates in them, damaging your lungs, damaging the children around you. You know, many daycares have even banned Clorox, and it's still in your kitchen sink. What's going on with that? Have you not learned that there's a green movement going on? Too bad this company knew about it 40 years ago. That's something to keep into account. So, I'm going to give you a general idea of how to apply all of these little pieces I just explained to you. This here, this little ball, this is you. You invest $1,000. You don't have to. No one is saying that you have to. But if you wanted to seriously start a business and you said, you know what, I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning anymore to go to work. I want to get up at 11 o'clock. And then I want to go to sleep at 6 o'clock. Because that's the decision that I make, and I own that. And I've worked hard enough that I can do that. When you make the decision to make that choice, and you say, $1,000, I spend that on trips to Six Flags, to Las Vegas, to Florida, to a barbecue I had last weekend with all of my family over. Why don't you spend that on an investment for yourself? So here we go. You, $1,000. Where else can you do that? You can't buy a McDonald's for $1,000. Can you? So you put in that $1,000, and this is what we call our point system. So when you put in $1,000, you get back, that translates roughly to about 300 points. And of those 300 points, you make $350. Now let's say you even sell some of this, right? We talked a little bit about selling. Selling helps here, especially in the beginning, because this number on the left is going to be bigger than the number on the right. But this is what you're going to get from your network monthly bonus. Just you, your first month. I'm sorry. Wouldn't you like to have $400 this month? What would you do with that? Just $400 extra for having consumed the same things that you've been using. Right. The same cleaning products, the same vitamins that you haven't been using, but you should. The same shampoo, conditioner, mayo, spaghetti, cell phone that you have, laptop that you bought, alarm system that you have around your house. Why aren't these things that you bought from your store? And then now you got your $1,000 back plus $400. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
You'd be cool with that?
Yeah.
What would you do with $400?
Pay a bill.
Pay a bill. That's nice. Here we go. So let's say if you help three other people do the same thing you just did, and you say, hey, listen, I know something that's going to change our life. Help yourself out for a second and join the team. So you get these 3 people to join the team with you. 3 hard workers, champions. And now you notice this number here gets bigger. This one stays the same. And this is what I was talking about selling. This one, this number, this $350, that's not going to change because you're always going to be bringing in that $1,000 month to month. Because that's what you use in your house with your 2-3 clients if you choose to sell. And this is your responsibility for your organization, but this can change. No one's saying that you have to. This is a choice that you make, and you get back what you put in. These 3 people decide to do the same thing with $1,000. They make the 300 points, and now you're making 270 points. $270 plus the $350. Now you're getting $620 a month. What would you do with $620 for the month?
Car payment.
Car payment. Oh, that'd be nice. So here, if you help your first 3 people do what you did, you'll move to the 18%. Now you'll notice we moved from 6 to 12 to 18. This is depending on your point system that's going to go up here, and that you're going to get from building your network. So now that you helped these 3 people get another 3 people, you'll notice that this number here on the right went up again, but the number on the left didn't. This goes back to an idea that we call linear money making. Now this is something where if you're not there, if you're not working, you're not going to be getting that money back. On the right hand side, this is the machine that you're building. Your machine, it gets revved up with all that gas you're putting in and all these people. The bigger this grows, the bigger the right grows. And it's going to get to a point where 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you won't have to do this. Because this number is going to be so big, you'll be free. But I'll go on.
How much is it? How much you make?
Here?
10%? Yeah.
Oh, it's just another, $1,000, $160. What would you do with $1,100? Huh? Actually, what would you do, Bernie, with $1,100?
Right.
I would actually pay rent, and they'll actually literally just take care of all my bills.
This is extra. This is on top of whatever you're doing. Because this machine hasn't even built all the way. Once we get to the 25th person, this is now you're working. Now you're really starting to rev up the engine. Oh my goodness, this number just jumped. And we're now at 3,033 on the right-hand side.
Plus the 350.
Plus the 350 you've been making consistently, because that's your money here that you have, that you consume in your home, plus whatever clients you decide to take on. Again, this is your business. You decide how you want to do it. But you helped 6 people do what you did. And now you're making $3,383 per month. How many of you wouldn't like that?
I wouldn't be working for someone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be working.
You wouldn't be working for anybody. Because now you're deciding what time you wake up in the morning. You're deciding how hard you work. And you're deciding whether this $3,383 per month stays at $3,383, or if it jumps up to $10,000.
So you mean it could go higher than that?
I mean, this can go up to 6 levels above this, at least. Now, those of you who might not be able to see the screen, this top one, Q12 qualifier, doing the things that you've been doing there, where you made that $3,000 per month, if you jump up from those 6 people that you helped, you are now expanding your business, growing your business consistently for 12 months, you jump up to $57,000 per year. And this is an average. For example, if you were a Founder's Emerald, here it says about $86,000. This is an average. There are people who really take on the selling, and they'll bring this up to $134,000. Or not. Or this Founder's Emerald could also be $69,000. This depends absolutely on how much work you put into your own business. And again, this can go down. How much would anyone mind making $220,000 per year?
No.
Would that hurt anybody?
No.
So, how do we do this? I told a friend about this opportunity once, and the first thing he said to me was, yeah, but you're going to have to keep clients and keep them motivated and keep things going. And I was like, wow, he really didn't understand. This is absolutely about the dream that you have. This business encourages you to dream big every single... What was the last big dream that you had? And I'm not even going to ask this to get somebody's response. I want you to think really hard. When was the last time that you just sat in your car, sat in front of the mirror, and gave yourself a dream? Let your mind go and let yourself dream. Imagine yourself on a beach. Imagine yourself, in a car, paying your rent. For some people, that's their dream, is to just get to that point where they're cutting even. I would love to go beyond that. That's why I do it. That's my gasoline that gets me from point A to point B. What vehicle are you using to get to your dreams? If you have gotten to this point on your own, turn this video off. If you have not yet reached this goal, you're doing the wrong thing. Because you are working 8 to 10 hours daily, like all the other 98% of the population, to get to a point where you're only going to retire with $150,000 at most. Is that really what you want to be making for the rest of your retirement years? That's all you get. And the Social Security is a social insecurity because I can't imagine that that's going to be around by the time I'm older. I can't imagine it's going to be around in the next 10 years. 5 years, if we're lucky. So why don't you take your future in your hands and work as hard as you choose to with a system that's proven to work for the last 50 years. It works. This system works. It's worked with you. It will continue to work without you if you choose not to. But why not use this vehicle if the train is coming by your stop? If the train is saying choo-choo and it's coming to your train stop, why are you not getting on the train? Get on the train! The train is coming! Get on the train! That's all that, the reason that all of this emotion is flowing through me has everything to do with the fact that I saw the train coming. I heard the train coming before I saw the Amway logo. I knew there was a train that was going to fly by me, and the train came, and I said, oh man, choo-choo! And I have every intention of going full speed. And my heart beats like you and me. I sat here like you. I heard this for the first time just like you, not really understanding, saying there's got to be a scam, there's no way that this works. The products are probably, awful, or they're probably going to steal my money at some point. I'm just waiting. Well, why don't you give it an adult try? Why don't you say, you know what, for the next 365 days, I'm going to change my life a little bit. I'm going to humor this because what I'm doing is probably going to take another 40 years. She's saying I could do it in the next 5 years. Let's see how far I get in a year. I promise you that if you hook yourself up to our education system and you educate yourself daily, you have a dream daily, you dream big, you stop your whole life, you put your phone on vibrate, you turn the radio off, you stop everything you're doing, and you dedicate 5 minutes for yourself to dream. And then you pick up a book and you start to read. And you put a CD in your car and you start to listen. Not to your neighbor, not to your friend, not to the person who says, oh, Amway, that's weird. That's the cult, that weird, the people who criticize you, the people who tell you over and over again that whatever it was that you listened to couldn't be right. Before you listen to them, listen to someone who's made it. Listen to someone who's successful. Listen to someone who parks their Jaguar for a meeting that you went to last week. Because that Jaguar can't be lying. That Ferrari can't be lying. These people who have reached these goals, they don't have a side job and they're lying to us about where they came from. Obviously, they made it there because of their dream. Because they made a decision. And because they educated themselves. So now you say, all right, this is cool. What do I do next? You register. You get with the person who gave you this video and you say, listen, train's here. I need to get on. How do I buy my ticket? You pay $166. You get your train ticket and you hop in. You buy your products for your grand opening, which is going to bring back that $166 that you put in immediately. And I'm talking about your friends, family, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your uncle, your aunt, your neighbor, all the people who've ever looked at you with those cute eyes when you graduated high school and said, oh, you're going to make it really far. Say, hey, listen, you who said I was going to make it really far, I need you to come here because the products you're using are awful. Sit down. You have a grand opening. They're going to buy your products. You're going to get your money back from this registration. You're going to start your education with Efinity. You're going to change your mind. Thank you. Thank you. And let's applaud for him. You're going to start your education with Efinity, and you're going to plan your first meeting. And you're going to do what I just did to the people that you love and the people that you care about. Because you could not imagine a world where people aren't given a choice to what time they wake up, to when they can go to take their lunch break, to when they can go to the bathroom because there are too many people not on the floor or not answering the phone, or you have too many clients coming in so you can't step away to eat. Stop it. Take this opportunity because the train is here. And register with Amway. That's all. Thank you for your time.